See you, Sonny. Here's the kid, Sonny. God, don't be afraid.
How you doing, kid?
Good.
We finally meet face to face.
Yeah.
Are you afraid of me?
No.
That's good. What's your name?
Clodro.
That's a big name. You got a nickname or something?
No.
What do your friends call you?
Clodro.
That makes sense. What are you, a Yankee fan?
Yeah.
Sit down. No, come over here. Sit over here next to me. Come here. So you must be pretty upset after the Yankees lost.
Bill Mazeroski. I hate him. He made Mickey Mantle cry. The paper said that the Mick was crying.
Mickey Mantle, is that what you're upset about? Mickey Mantle makes $100,000 a year. How much does your father make?
I don't know.
You don't know? Well, see if your father can't pay the rent. Go ask Mickey Mantle, see what he tells you. Mickey Mantle don't care about you, so why should you care about him? Nobody cares.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Did you shoot that man over Balkan's base?
When you get older, you'll understand.
Mm-hmm.
What's happening, everybody? This is Nocturnal Thoughts. Just want to let everybody know that's tuning into my channel. First of all, let me give you a salute and show my appreciation. I want to set the record straight so that there is no confusion and misdirection. And I really want to emphasize this. This will not be a fan. And when I say fan, I mean hyphenated for fanatical. This will not be a fanatical based idolizing channel. I dropped a video that started to pick up a lot of traction, and it just so happened to be, why do people hate Errol Spence? And I received, and I'm still receiving, a lot of response on that video. And like I said, to everybody that's showing respect, I salute. But there is a fair share of negative energy, disrespect, and some people have already started to accuse, based off one or two videos, of me being a fan, a super fan, or a fanboy, or whatever you want to call it, or you are being in love with Errol Spence. I use my heart for my wife and my family. I use my balls for business and my brain for business. So I don't know where you get this ideology of someone loving an athlete, but I gotta make this clear. The name of this channel is Nocturnal Thoughts. It's not Nocturnal Sports. It's not called Nocturnal Sports because I don't care about sports like that. I don't care about football like that. I don't care about baseball. I don't care about basketball, so on and so forth. Another fighter, I believe, said this one time, and it just resonated with me. when it comes to boxing, because I do love boxing. I always liked boxing, but I'm just not a fan of another man. There's a difference. I can respect and salute and give credit to anybody that's put in the hard work and the dedication to hone their craft and to monetize their abilities and to be successful. But to be a fan or to put them on a pedestal is not in my nature. I call a spade a spade. Now, the reason why I like boxing growing up, this one guy hit it right on the head. He said, you know, you could be at a World Series at the bottom of the ninth, bases loaded, with a home run hitter on the plate. Or you could be in the Super Bowl, the last play with a tied game, and somebody about to kick a field goal or run in for a 2-point conversion. Or you could be in the NBA Finals game, Game 7, with seconds on the clock, and LeBron James or Steph Curry coming down the court about to have a clutch play. But if a fight break out, everybody in all three of those scenarios are going to stop watching the game, and they're going to pay attention and watch the fight. I like boxing because boxing is the only thing that's boxing and fighting, MMA, mixed martial arts, are the closest comparatives to the carnal mind of humanity. But when it comes to boxing, I like the sport. But I'm no fan of any athlete or any man, and neither should you be. And I'm not saying that you should not be a fan, because I don't want to use that word too loosely, because it's okay, it is cool to have your favorite athlete and to wear his jersey and support him. You know, they put in hard work and they deserve to be respected. But I think the real people out here know the difference between somebody that's fanatical. When you say one thing that they don't like about someone they love, then they're ready to, you know, go to war and jump out the window for another person that doesn't even know that they exist. I'm talking about those type of fanatical people that get on a YouTube channel and start to leave comments that has nothing to do with the content of the video just because their feelings got hurt. Now, two things that molded me in my life, two main things that molded me in my life. One you just saw. When I was a kid, The Bronx Tale, one of my favorite movies, man. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it. Especially if you're a younger person, go back and watch The Bronx Tale. That movie is a bag full of gems, jewels, gold, and diamonds. A lot of things in that movie I implied in my life to this day. Even the door test. Y'all don't know nothing about the door test. Watch it. Comment. Let me know. But when he cried about Mickey Mantle, and Sonny said, you know, Mickey Mantle makes 100,000. Y'all seen the clip. Y'all know what he said. But from that point, that resonated with me as a kid, because I already felt that type of way. And when I seen that, it just reconfirmed that, hey man, it's okay not to be a fan over an athlete. Because I used to feel obscure because I wasn't into sports like that, and everybody else would always be in school trading baseball cards and, you know, talking about their favorite basketball player. And I just couldn't relate. Another thing that happened in my life when I was very young that molded me was the day I met Muhammad Ali. because I wasn't expecting to meet him. I got out of school from a detention, and he was at a barbershop right across the street from my school signing autographs. And when I met him, it's just one of those things where I was standing in the back of the line at the barbershop holding the barbershop flyer, and I was about to meet Muhammad Ali. Now, we had Black history in my school. I knew who Muhammad Ali was. I watched Coming to America. I knew who Cassius Clay was. I knew what big of a figure Muhammad Ali was. I still was a kid, so I couldn't understand the grand scheme of meeting Muhammad Ali, but I knew at that time I was going to be seeing something that was miraculous. I thought just the sight of Muhammad Ali was going to melt the eyeballs out of my eye sockets. I thought my heart was going to beat out of his chest. I thought that it was going to float me up to the clouds. And you know what I'm saying? I'm standing in line as a kid. All this anticipation and anxiety was building up. And I thought I was going to see just something that was so great and magnificent. And when I got to the front of the line and I saw this older guy that could barely sign his autograph and could barely look at me straight in his eyes, and it was like looking at one of my grandfather's friends or something. It made me understand, even though I was still in awe because I knew what I was looking at. There was a split second in my mind that said, man, what it would have been to meet him in his prime. Because even I understood what I was looking at was the aftermath. I was looking at the old version, the past, the prime, the entering into the sickness and the age. And it made me, at that young age, it was a bittersweet moment where I realized that some things can't live up to a hype, and everything in the flesh deteriorates, and it comes to an end. That's why you don't worship man. That's why you don't worship flesh. That's why you understand that there's another dimension. There's a spiritual. There's a physical. And the thing about YouTube is, not to people that's real. People that's real, like I say, I salute, because I understand that you understand. Real recognizes real. But there's a lot of people on YouTube that's just so one level carnal, physical, limited in their thoughts and in their comments. And I just want to let that know, I'm not going to address that because I'm not on that level. I'm too high to be on. I'm on a higher level to constantly address people on low levels. No disrespect, but you got to level up. And my channel is not called Nocturnal Boxing. I'm not going to just talk about boxing. My channel is called Nocturnal Thoughts, and that meaning is twofold. For one, it's because I'm a night owl. As you see, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning right now when I'm recording this video. I've been on the graveyard shift for 20 years. Sheesh. I've been on the graveyard shift for 20 years. I'm up all night long. And the second meaning for nocturnal thoughts is that my thoughts, when you think of nocturnal, you think of night. When you think of night, you think of the stars and the galaxy. And the galaxy is infinite. It never ends. It goes on and on and on. And that's how my thoughts are. My thoughts, as well as your thoughts, should be infinite. Boxing is just one of the stars. Boxing is just one of the galaxies. But if you come to this channel and you think that this is just going to be revolving around one topic, then you're going to be disappointed. Because this channel, I'm going to explore whatever I choose to. And if you a type of person that's just negative, like I said, you can roll with it. You can get rolled over. But please excuse me. Get out the way. Now, when I end my video, I usually say, I salute the real. When I say real, I mean people that has respect, people that's consistent, people that's authentic. I respect that. I say death to the fake. I don't say D-E-A-T-H, as in dying. Because I try not to wish that on anybody, because there's no coming back from that. So when I say deaf, I mean D-E-A-F, and I spell it old school D-E-F, meaning if you fake, I can't hear you. You understand? So this is Nocturnal Thoughts. I'm going to say it one more again. Salute to the real and death to the fake. Peace.